fucked my shit up. Let's fix it. All right, got everything pulled off the car. Looks like, of course, we've known this, but radiator is damn near split in half. Front fascia is crumbled and folded. Hood, fenders, all that, that's all toast. But as per the actual frame and the rigidity of everything, this got bent back quite a decent amount. Of course, this metal to begin with is flimsy Coke can material, so that strut tower is bent back about an inch and a half. You can't really see it too well on camera, but it's most definitely not straight. Same with the motor. Motor's a little crooked. Think it may have either tweaked or ripped that subframe mount out again because the motor's moving a lot. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead, probably gonna wait till it cools down a little bit. It's about 115 degrees out here right now. I'm sweating my ass off. Wait a little bit, cool down, and yank this motor and trans out and start assessing further, because as of right now, suspension is also a little bit out there. See, we're kind of doing the Lightning McQueen on both sides. So I think tie rods and control arms and everything is okay. I'm pretty sure it's just subframe that's bent because the motor itself got pushed back. So I don't know, we'll see. Depending on how bad it is going to decide whether or not I fix this chassis or go buy a roller. Now this is where the fun part starts. Of course, we've already ripped off fenders, hood, bumper, core support, radiator, all that shit. So just got full motor ready to be dug into. So plan right now is take everything out of the car, strip it down. I want bare engine bay. I want to inspect everything. Regardless, I'm thinking of swapping everything over to a new shell, but I just want to take a quick peek around, take measurements, be absolutely sure that this thing is toast before I get rid of it. This motor needs to come out anyways because front case is leaky and valve stem seals in this head are bad. I've got another M50 non-Vanos head here with oversized valves, a couple other goodies, and depending on if I pick up this car that I'm looking at right now, another 4-door E36, even more goodies to put in engine bay. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and yank all this shit out first. Plan on pulling this motor and trans in one piece just to get it out real quick, clean the engine bay down, get the harness out, all that stuff. So usually I like to take intake, manifold, and all that stuff off before I pull these motors out. Just makes it a lot more simple. So let's get started. All right, making good progress. Got just about all the accessories off. Intake manifold, entire wiring harness is back other than this one connection that goes down to the transmission. All we have left to do at this point is that one connection to the trans, pull off the power steering hoses off the power steering pump, disconnect the drive shaft, disconnect the engine mounts and shifter, and we should be good to just yank everything back. All right, we've got exhaust manifold, downpipe, drive shaft, trans mounts, engine mounts are unbolted, sitting on these studs. So as of now, should be ready to yank this up and pull everything out of the car. Oh, it's the engine, it's the oil pan on the subframe, isn't it? Huh. Okay, well, ain't that bad a bitch. After further consideration, I'm a fucking idiot, and I forgot the oil pan hits the subframe when the trans is connected. I'm gonna pull the subframe real quick. So to do that, unbolt the rag joint on the steering shaft, unbolt the lower control arms on the inside, and pull the whole thing down. All right, got my steering rack unbolted from the shaft. Got the inner control arm mounts out, and sway bar off. Drop the subframe where it's hanging on the control arms. That gives me just enough room to pull this motor out because the oil pan hits on the subframe without that. So gonna go ahead, keep lifting it up, yank this out, bolt the subframe back up, and get back to it. All right, motor is out. So the subframe's still laying down a little bit. Everything in here is clear. Man, this was an oily sumbitch. Anyhow, there's everything, whole stack. Kind of pissed the rest of the coolant out that was sitting in the back of the head as I was pulling it back. But I'll probably set this engine and transmission on a tire, tarp it for tonight, and get back at it tomorrow, pull the trans off, start assembling this motor, and start taking a better, closer look at the car. I can see in here now that I did in fact rip this motor mount off. Motor got pushed back, of course, and this side of the subframe is ripped slightly. Whole thing got pushed back about half an inch. So, woohoo! Go ahead and take a closer look tomorrow when I got daylight. It's about almost midnight right now, so about time for me to unwind.